Space Cowboys was brought to Clint about 2.5 years ago by the studio. They brought the story to him about these astronauts going, these older astronauts going to into space on a launch. And it became politically correct when John Glenn went up into space. Clint, at the beginning, wasn't that interested in it, but as he read the script, he saw something in the characters that he thought was quite interesting.
Stop harassing the waitress. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not harassing a waitress. What are you talking about? I'm just having a private conversation with her. Doesn't have anything to do with you. Why don't you go back to your virgin pink daiquiri and just mind your own goddamn business?
It is my business. This woman's a friend of mine, and she puts up with assholes like you because she has to.
Tiny,
But I don't. So if you want to harass somebody, harass me.
I believe he is arrested you already, son.
I'll put you in the hospital, old man.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I've got Medicare. Go ahead and shoot your best shot.
I don't make your old lady a widow.
Wait, no, you can't do this, Frank. No, you're going up into space in 22 days. If you hurt yourself, if you break a bone or sprain your ankle, your seat on the space shuttle is going to that MIT weenie with blow-dried hair. And we'll all be watching the launch on television at your damn house.
What makes you think I'm going to hurt myself?
So you two talking about space shuttle?
So once they came to an agreement that he was going to do this show, he took the script and went up and saw George Lucas at ILM. George had a lot of ideas because there was a lot of shots to try to create space. As people know, there are effect shots, and there's a lot of work in that. So they came to an agreement on it, and Clint came back here and started finishing the show we were working on. And George and his group started doing drawings and figuring out the shots we were going to need and what he thought was going to take to make this work. And so they started animating these shots, and then before we shot the film, they brought us down a tape of one of the scenes they did with some animated movement of the characters and the action and what was going to happen, with voiceovers by the actors from their people working there saying the lines and trying to figure out a timing of how it was going to work.
Come on, baby, hold together.
You're going in too steep, Frank. She's going to fall apart around us.
Hold together just a little longer.
If you look at this film and you look at the shots that ILM did, and they are incredible, and everyone who's seen this film talks about how real space is. Like when Clinton comes out of the space shuttle and goes into space for this first spacewalk, the minute we come out of that interlock, that is a CG character all the way with Clint's face placed in the mask. And everybody out there, and a lot of those shots, all that movement is all CG character. And that's what makes this film so smooth, is those shots don't jump off the screen at you. One of the toughest scenes to cut in this film was the crashing of the Icon down in the shuttle, because I had these animatic shots at that time, and I didn't know exactly how long they were going to shoot these particular shots, and so I went ahead and took their material and I cut the scene. And then I got with Michael Owens, and we worked on the pacing, and it changed some of the shots he did and the timing, because he realized I could start sending him scenes with my shots cut to my length, and so he realized he could alter what he was doing to fit into what I have. When you're trying to get these characters in that shuttle and this Icon is falling down, you're trying to get their emotions to move. We shot shots of all those guys inside bouncing around in there as the Icon was hitting it, and you're trying to cut back and forth to keep the energy of both sides of it, seeing them being tossed around and this thing crashing down. You know, a film is a collaboration of a lot of people. Not only do we have ILM doing all their work, but when we get in the post-in, we have to have Alan Murray and Bub Asman do all the sound effects and create the sounds to correlate with that to make it work together. I mean, like anything, people say, well, what constitutes a good edit? Well, I say, what constitutes good music? It's something that happens that you don't see. It's music that doesn't become bigger than the film. It blends in and you don't even realize it. And the emotion, the music takes you with the scene, and it's not, you don't get sidetracked listening to the music because it's just a blend of the whole picture. Clint has in recent years been writing some themes, and he wrote a theme for this film, which Lenny embellished it into part of the score of the film. When we were shooting the icon scene, we had a whole stage set up here, and it was all tarped in black because they had to have everything blacked out. I mean, we had 3 Chapman cranes there. Clint is, as everybody knows, a fast director. He shoots about 35 to 40 setups a day, and on this we came to a screeching halt the first day. We got like 2 or 3 shots, and on the second day I came down there and I said, well, how's it going? And we were walking out to lunch, and his wife Dina was with us, and he says, now I remember why after Firefox I said I wouldn't do one of these again. And I said, well, it's been 20 years. And Dina kind of chuckled in and said, well, in the next 20 years we'll do another one.